Welcome back. On today's agenda is to get another load of corn loaded up. I'm going to have to put the bin sweep in today. It barely had enough corn sliding on that last load to get it loaded. So I'm going to have to put the sweep in. I'm going to say there's probably about a load and a half in here, maybe a load and a quarter. It's a little shy of what I was hoping for, but it is what it is. So that's what I'm going to try to get started on here, is see if I can't get this bin sweep put in. And later on, I've got the seals for the cylinders on the corn planter and on the spray coop. I got the rear seal for the motor on the spray coop, so I can start putting the clutch back together on that. So I think that's what I'm going to try to do this afternoon. They're talking about rain moving in here around 1 or 2 o'clock. It is 11:30 now. So while it ain't raining, I'm going to try to get this load loaded up because I'm supposed to be over there tomorrow morning. Yesterday, I took one load of corn to London, come back, switched my trailer, and hooked to the drop deck, and I took 3 loads of rolled wheat to Danville. I took 78 rolls to Danville, and that guy said he'll be okay on that for a couple of weeks. So this morning, switched my trailers back around, hooked back up to the dump, and see if I can't get this corn loaded up, and see if I can start working on the coop and stuff this afternoon. So for those that don't know what a bin sweep is, this is a bin sweep. And the way this thing works is it's just an auger with a backboard, I'm going to call it. And you stick this in the bin. This goes into the center of the bin, and where the corn flows down into the floor auger, there's a piece of pipe there, and you stick this down in that pipe, and then you've got an electric motor that goes on here, and it turns, and on the end of the sweep, it's got a little rubber wheel that once it pulls enough corn to where it can get down to the floor, this helps pull the sweep around the bin and moves all the corn from around the edges to the center of the bin. It saves tons and tons of labor as far as shoveling and things. You'll just be left with just ½ inch or something most time on the floor that you'll have to sweep up, which ain't no big deal. But anyway, I'm going to get this put in, get my motor hooked up, and see if I can start getting this loaded. See if I can get down here without making all the corn slide and covering that toe. And I did. So right there is the pipe that this sweep sets down in. And this will be the center of the bin, and this will be the pivot point for the sweep. I gotta get my motor and get it put on. Alright, fire in the hole. You gotta be careful and make sure when it humps up that it ain't getting into your motor. Most of the time, once you get it down to the floor, you ain't gotta fight it this hard. This one, it turns a little bit too fast for me. I need to change the pulleys on it and slow it down some. We've made it down to the floor now. For the most part, it'll do this on its own. Well, I got her loaded. I don't hardly have as much as I thought I'd have left. I've got maybe 250 bushel maybe left in here. Maybe a little bit more if I swept it. I'm probably not going to sweep it right now because the bin down at our place, the corn in it ain't wanting to dry. It's still about 17.5, 18%. And for me to sell it at the feed mill, it's got to be down around 15. So I'm thinking about just pulling out 3 or 4 semi-loads of corn out of that bin and putting in this one and try to just spread it out a little bit and turn the dryers on and see if I can get that to dry down. So I probably ain't going to sweep this up because I'm going to put corn right back in it, but that's my plan for now. But that's got another load down. Another one bites the dust.